Hi there, Michelle Zanasek here, Run With It VA. Want to talk today about what it means to post in your voice. And this is with regards to written content, not speaking content. We all have our different styles, so to speak, of the things we say, the sayings that maybe we use more than somebody else does, and just the different style in which we speak with which is part of our personality. Some people are more straight and to the point, like myself. Some people try to have a little fun and add a little humor to and that's what they do in their everyday life with conversations with people and in their writings and all of that. And then there are other people too of different personality traits that show through also in your writing style. So whether it's blog content, email newsletter content, social media content, you want your content voice to be you, and you want it to be consistent with your message. You want your personality to shine through in all of your content. Your personality is specific to you, so that's why you want to be you and not be somebody else. So many people out there in the online world try to mimic somebody else who's had success with the way they speak. And you'll find that when you do that, it doesn't work for you because that's not who you are. And so that's why it's so important to just be you and not try to be somebody else. Because what works for somebody else isn't necessarily going to work for you, and especially when it comes to your written content. So your content should show your personality, but also speak to the problem or problems you solve for your target audience. Does this mean you have to write every piece of content yourself? No, it doesn't. There are skilled content writers out there who know how to write in the voice of others. It's what they're good at. They know how to take on your voice and write content in the way that you would. And they do that pretty much by reading and studying, your things that you've written in the past. So if you've written blog posts, you've written articles, they're going to review that stuff so that they can get an idea of what your voice is, and even your social media content. And I know that can be overwhelming when you think about, okay, what should you hire out as your business grows and you want to delegate work to other people. And, a lot of people are hesitant to delegate to a copywriter because of this. But so here's my thing with it. I have two thoughts on whether you're ready or not to hire a copywriter. First is sometimes you have to step out in faith. Sometimes it's really just taking that step of faith. The more you delegate, the more you can focus on what makes you money. And now, if you have a blog and that's how you make money, then obviously there's nothing wrong with you keeping that, doing the writing yourself and not outsourcing that. You might then outsource other things. But if you're a coach who wants to focus more on coaching your clients, and that's, what brings you money, then you might want to consider hiring a copywriter who can speak in your voice. And understand too that copywriters, it's not just their skill in knowing how to speak in your voice, but it's also they know what keywords to use in your content. And so that, do a lot of, people think about that when they're writing their content? Are they thinking about the keywords that they should be using in their content? Probably not. Some probably do, but most probably do not. And so copywriters serve a purpose in that regard as well. So sometimes it's really just, even though you think you may not be able to afford it, or it's just something where you don't want to let go of that. Sometimes it's really a matter of stepping out in faith and doing it anyway. And you may be surprised at how good it turns out, and how that's one less thing you have to do, and you can focus your time and energy on what makes you money. Okay. But even if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to outsource your writing, to a copywriter, there are other options. One that I recommend regularly to people is if you go live on social media regularly, and regularly is different for everybody. Maybe for you, it's once a week. For others, it may be once a day. So regularly isn't a specific amount. Okay, it's what works for you. So, but let's say you go live on social media once a week. When you can download that video, and then you can have it transcribed and put into and turn that into a blog post. And then you can take that blog post content, you can create social media posts from that. So now what you could do is record the video, do the live video on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're going live. And then you hire someone to download the video, have it transcribed, and then clean it up so it's actual blog posts, that can be content that could be pasted into a blog post. And then also that person could create social media posts from that as well. So all you're having to do is go live regularly, and then somebody else is doing the back end work to turn that live video into written content. So the other thing is you don't necessarily have to hire a person to transcribe. There are platforms out there. There's one that I use called Temi, Temi, and I'll link to it below. But you set up an account with them, you upload the video, and they send you the transcription. And I don't think I've paid more than $2 for that. It's probably going to depend on how long the video is. So if your videos are, 10 minutes or less, you're getting quite a bargain just to get it transcribed. Now, again, it's a computer program that's transcribing it. So you're getting everything, your ums, your ahs, your oohs, your ahs. But then that's when you hire someone to clean that up. So that they can clean it up and turn it into a blog post, and also use it to create social media posts. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to comment below. Feel free to email me, or you can reach out to me on social media. My handle on all social media platforms is runwithitva. So I hope everyone has a great week, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.